Welcome to Soulful English, the place where learning English means building a stronger, clearer, more focused life every single day. Today we talk about something simple but powerful, the ability to focus your mind. It can change how fast you learn and grow. Most people never master it. That's why they stay stuck, tired, and confused for years. But once you train your focus, everything changes. Focus means you are fully present. You are not jumping from one thought to another. You are right here, doing one thing completely. It's not about forcing yourself. It's about freeing yourself from noise, distractions, and worries that steal your energy and clarity daily. When your mind focuses, you don't just work faster, you live better, think better, and even speak English with more confidence and power. Before we start with the tools, remember this: focus equals freedom, unfocused life equals noise. You choose which one you live in. You may walk, scroll, study, talk, but still feel lost inside. That's not living freely. That's your mind being pulled in every direction. When you're focused, you feel peace. You know your next step. You feel in control. You stop wasting time and start building meaning. Focus is not a rule. It's not pressure. It's power. It's the feeling of doing one thing with your full mind and full heart. Once you feel this kind of focus, you'll never want to return to chaos. You'll protect your attention like your most valuable treasure. Let's talk about why some people succeed while others stay stuck. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's one thing: focus. People who focus finish what they start. They protect their time. They say no to distractions. They respect their goals and their energy. Unfocused people start 10 things, finish none, scroll endlessly, feel tired, and slowly forget who they really want to become. If you don't train your focus, you will lose yourself in noise. But if you build it, you'll rise above confusion and take control. Focus is not a gift you are born with. It's a muscle you build. The more you train it, the stronger it grows. Every day you practice focusing, you shape your brain. You rewire your thoughts. You teach your mind to stay where it matters. Now, let's get practical. I'll give you 7 simple daily tools to build a focused mind. Use them like habits, not ideas. Because when focus becomes a daily habit, success becomes automatic. So let's begin with the first and most important tip today. Tip 1. Calm your mind before you begin. You cannot focus if your brain is full of noise. Calmness creates space for clarity. You can't learn fast if your mind jumps everywhere. You can't grow if your thoughts fight each other. You need stillness first. Most people think they need more motivation or new videos, but what they truly need is a clear, calm space inside their head. When your mind is calm, your thoughts become organized. You see solutions faster. You feel lighter, more creative, and more in control. That's why calmness is step 1. Without it, every other skill becomes weak. A peaceful mind becomes your strongest tool for focus. Think of your brain like a whiteboard. If it's covered with random notes, you can't write clearly. You must erase before you create. Every day, your thoughts fill up with stress, comparison, regret, and doubt. And you wonder why nothing new seems to stay inside. It's not your fault. Your brain is overloaded. Focus doesn't start with effort. It starts with clearing space for new attention to grow. Let me tell you a quick story. There was a man named Leo, a young designer trying to start his own creative business online. He had passion, ideas, and talent, but every time he sat to work, his mind ran wild. Bills, messages, memories, future fears. He'd sit for hours, yet nothing moved forward. He felt stuck, frustrated, almost ready to quit. Then his mentor told him something simple. Your brain, the mentor said, is like a phone with too many open apps. You never close them, so your battery dies. That hit him hard. His problem wasn't time or skill. It was noise. He was thinking of everything except what mattered most. So Leo made one small change. Every morning before work, he sat still for 10 minutes. No phone, just deep breathing and silence. He asked himself one question: what's the one thing that truly matters today? That became his mental reset button before every project. After a few days, he felt different. After a few weeks, he worked faster, clearer, calmer. After months, his business finally grew strong. Not because he got smarter, but because he learned how to be still. Calmness was his turning point toward real focus and freedom. Your brain works the same way. If you start your day with chaos, messages, news, random thoughts, your mind stays noisy all day. But if you teach it to slow down first, to breathe, to pause, it begins to work with you, not against you anymore. Here's a simple exercise. Before studying, working, or speaking English, close your eyes for 1 minute. Breathe slowly in and out. Say quietly, "This moment matters. I am calm. I am here." Then begin. You'll be amazed how different your focus feels instantly. That's how you tell your brain, "Now we begin." It's like turning off background noise before a powerful song starts playing. A calm mind is like clear water. You can see through it. You can think clearly. You can finally move in the right direction. But a noisy mind is like a storm. You see nothing. You feel lost. You waste energy fighting thoughts instead of doing real work. When you try to learn or improve but feel blocked, it's not weakness. It's your thoughts fighting for space. You need calm first. Without calmness, you'll keep burning out, feeling tired, wondering why things don't improve. But calm focus rebuilds your strength again. The moment you choose calmness, you choose control. You stop reacting. You start creating. You stop rushing. You start living with purpose. When your mind becomes calm, your focus sharpens naturally. And a focused mind can build anything: skills, confidence, success, and peace. Tip 2, stay in the present moment. Most people live everywhere except here. They think of the past or worry about the future. They replay old mistakes, imagine future problems, and forget the only place they can change anything: the present moment right now. You can't grow yesterday. You can't fix tomorrow. You can only move in one direction, forward. And that happens here, in the present. When your attention is scattered, you feel tired even after doing nothing because your energy is wasted jumping between past and future. When you stay present, you feel calm, awake, and powerful. You finally experience life instead of constantly chasing it. Think of this. When you study English but your mind says, "What if I fail?" or "What will people think?" you lose your focus immediately. Your body is in the room, but your brain is somewhere else. That's why you feel drained, anxious, and never fully satisfied with progress. Being present is a skill. It means when you read, you read. When you listen, you listen. When you talk, you really listen back. It's simple but rare. Most people are half here, half somewhere else. But full presence is what brings clarity and inner peace. When your brain is in the past, it feels regret. When it's in the future, it feels fear. But when it's here, it feels power. Science proves it too. Being present reduces stress, improves focus, and increases happiness. It helps your brain choose better every time. To train presence, try this. When you notice your thoughts drift, stop for a few seconds, take a deep breath, and look around carefully. Feel the air, touch your desk, notice one sound near you, then ask, "What am I doing right now? Can I give this full attention?" Even 10 seconds of awareness teaches your brain to return home. Do it often, and presence will become your natural habit every day. When you live in the present, you stop overthinking, you stop rushing, you stop comparing. You simply experience life as it happens. That's when you find your focus again. That's when learning becomes fun. That's when you grow without pressure. Only purpose. Tip 3. Remove distractions before you begin. You can't win any game if something keeps pulling you away from it every minute. You sit down to study, tell yourself, today I'll focus. But 5 minutes later, your phone lights up and everything breaks again. You check just one message, one video, one notification, then suddenly 30 minutes disappear and your energy feels completely gone. It wasn't laziness. It wasn't lack of willpower. It was one silent enemy: distraction. The modern mind lives surrounded by endless interruptions. You don't need more motivation. You need fewer distractions. That's the secret behind every productive student, worker, or successful person you know. Most people don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they build an environment where focus is almost impossible to maintain consistently. The phone is always nearby. The room is loud. The brain keeps switching between tasks, like tabs on a busy computer screen. When your brain constantly switches, it gets tired faster. You lose clarity, creativity, and the ability to think deeply about one single thing. Imagine a chef preparing a beautiful dish in a five-star kitchen, but every few minutes, someone interrupts him with questions or noise. He gets distracted, loses timing, and the dish fails. Not because he's bad, but because the environment doesn't let him focus properly. You are that chef, and your dream, your study, your growth, that's your dish. If you don't protect it, it gets ruined. Most people think, it's just a quick check. I'll come back soon. But research shows every distraction costs 20 minutes of deep focus. That means one small notification steals half an hour of clarity from your brain. Now imagine how many you lose every single day. You may feel busy, but not productive. You may work for hours, yet finish very little because your brain never fully enters deep focus. Focus needs protection. You must design your space like a quiet bubble. No noise, no phones, no unnecessary screens pulling you away. Before you start any serious work, ask yourself, what might interrupt me in the next 30 minutes? Then remove those things immediately. Put your phone in another room. Close extra tabs. Tell people around you you're busy for 1 hour. Protect your focus like gold. Write down random thoughts that appear. Promise your brain you'll return to them later. That small step stops mental noise from breaking your flow. If you skip this, you'll keep trying harder, but still feel stuck. You'll finish the day tired, anxious, and disappointed with little progress. It's not your fault. The world trains you to stay distracted, but you can train yourself to stay still, silent, and powerful again. The moment you remove distractions, something magical happens. Your thoughts clear up. You feel time slow down. You start enjoying deep concentration. You enter flow, a state where you forget time, forget worries, and fully connect with what you're doing. That's true focus. You don't need to meditate for hours. You just need to remove interruptions before you start. Preparation builds focus faster than motivation ever can. That's how professionals, students, and leaders stay sharp. They don't wait for focus to appear. They prepare their space until focus has no choice but to come. Try it today. Before studying English or working on a project, take 2 minutes to remove everything that might distract your attention. That's your pre-focus ritual. Do it daily, and you'll notice results almost immediately. Less stress, better memory, and deeper understanding. Tip 4. Break learning into small parts. People fail not because they're lazy, but because they try to do too much too fast. They see a big goal and want instant results. They expect perfection right now instead of small, consistent steps that actually work. But your brain doesn't grow that way. Just like muscles, it builds strength through small daily effort, not giant one-time action. Imagine someone going to the gym for the first time and trying to lift 100 kilograms. It's not strength, it's self-destruction. He fails, gets hurt, and never goes back. The same thing happens when you try to learn everything at once. You burn out. Real growth happens when you respect the process. One step, one page, one lesson, one day. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Think of a huge wall you need to build. If you stare at the entire wall, it feels impossible. But one perfect brick, that's doable. Lay one perfect brick every day. Soon, the wall appears naturally. You didn't rush, you didn't panic, you just stayed consistent. That's how all progress happens, through small daily wins. It's not magic, it's patience and repetition that build unshakable strength inside you. Your brain loves small tasks. Every time you finish one, it releases dopamine, your natural reward chemical that tells you, good job. Those small victories keep you motivated. They build momentum. They make learning enjoyable because you can see and feel your progress clearly. If you break big goals into simple daily parts, you'll never feel overwhelmed again. You'll stay calm, organized, and confident every step. When something feels small, it feels possible. And when it feels possible, you take action. Action builds habits. Habits build results. So don't ask, how do I finish everything? Ask, what small piece can I finish today? That simple shift changes your entire energy. Forget the mountain. Focus on the next step. Forget the masterpiece. Focus on one strong brushstroke. That's how all great things are built. This principle works for everything. Want to get fit? Start with one healthy meal today. Want to improve English? Study 10 minutes daily. Want confidence? Do one thing that scares you a little. One small action today matters more than 100 promises for tomorrow. Your brain respects consistency more than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but small progress stays. That's how you train lasting focus. Each small step makes your brain stronger, your routine easier, and your confidence unshakable. Soon, success becomes your daily habit, not a dream. So if you feel lost or tired, stop chasing perfection. Focus on one small, real step today. That's how clarity and growth begin. Tip 5. Focus on one goal until you finish. Starting is easy, finishing is rare, but real change only happens when you finish. We all get excited about new ideas, new plans, new projects. But excitement fades fast when we don't stay focused long enough to finish. You probably started many things, courses, books, projects, but left them halfway. Then you wonder why nothing really changes in your life. The truth is simple. Scattered focus creates scattered results. If you split energy across 10 goals, you end up completing none effectively. Your mind is like a flashlight. Aim it at one spot, it's bright. Spread it across many, it becomes weak and blurry. Most people start strong but stop halfway because they chase too many things. They dig 10 shallow holes instead of one deep well. To find water, you must keep digging the same hole. Keep going even when progress feels slow. That's where breakthroughs hide. Your brain rewards completion. Each time you finish something, it releases energy and motivation to start the next. It loves closure. But when you leave tasks unfinished, your brain stays open like a computer with 50 tabs. You feel heavy, distracted, and anxious. So before starting something new, ask, did I finish what I began yesterday? If not, return and complete it first. That builds power. Make this your new rule. One goal at a time. Don't move on until it's complete. Stay with it no matter how small it feels. Finishing builds discipline. Finishing builds trust with yourself. Finishing transforms promises into proof. And that's how confidence grows for life. Everyone starts. Few finish. Be the finisher, the one who stays consistent, delivers results, and earns respect through quiet, steady action. When you finish one clear goal, your energy returns stronger. Your mind feels lighter. You finally see progress instead of endless busyness. That's the beauty of focus. When you give your mind one clear mission, it gives you back energy, clarity, and unstoppable momentum. Tip 6. Try to understand, not just memorize. Memorizing gives you short memory. Understanding gives you lifelong clarity, strength, and true confidence. Most people study by memorizing. They repeat words and facts, but never ask why. That's why everything disappears from their memory so quickly. You can't build a strong mind by copying words without meaning. You build it by connecting ideas, asking questions, and understanding deeply. Memorization might help you for a day, but understanding helps you forever. One gives pressure, the other gives power and freedom to think. Many learners say, "I studied a lot but still forget everything." The problem isn't their brain. The problem is their learning approach. If you memorize without meaning, your brain stores it in short-term memory. It's like writing on sand. One wave, and it's gone. But when you understand, your brain connects ideas. It creates links between old and new knowledge. That's how learning becomes strong and permanent. Think about cooking. You can follow a recipe perfectly and still fail if you don't understand why each step and ingredient matters. If you only memorize, one mistake ruins the dish. But if you understand cooking logic, you can fix, adapt, and even improve it. The same rule applies to learning English, working, or living. When you understand, you can use knowledge anywhere, not just repeat it. Understanding turns learning into power. It allows creativity, flexibility, and problem solving, skills you can use in every part of life. Memorizing gives you pressure because you're afraid to forget. Understanding gives you peace because you know why something works, not just how. So next time you learn, don't just repeat. Ask, why does this matter? What connects this to what I already know? That simple habit turns studying into discovery. It makes learning exciting instead of stressful. It gives your brain the spark to remember longer. Imagine you're learning a new English word like responsibility. Don't just repeat it. Connect it to your real life. I have responsibility at work. Make it personal. Use it in a sentence about yourself. When you feel meaning, your brain keeps it. Emotion and connection make memory strong. Understanding is not slow. It's smart. It saves time later because you don't need to relearn the same thing again and again. Think of your memory like a building. Memorizing builds weak paper walls. Understanding builds brick walls that last a lifetime under any pressure. When you truly understand, you can teach it to someone else. You can explain it simply. You can use it anywhere, anytime. Ask yourself 3 questions while learning. Can I explain this in my own words? Can I teach it? Do I know why it matters? If you can answer yes, you've understood it. If not, slow down. Reconnect with the idea. Make it real and not mechanical. Use examples, stories, or visuals to help your brain see meaning. The clearer you see, the longer you remember. It's that simple. Your brain is not lazy, it just loves purpose. Give it reasons, not repetition. Give it understanding, not pressure. That's how focus grows. Every time you slow down to understand, you build deep focus automatically. Because understanding demands attention. It trains your mind to stay present. So, if you feel like you keep forgetting things, stop blaming yourself. You're not broken. You're just memorizing instead of connecting. Understanding means ownership. Once knowledge becomes yours, nobody can take it away. You use it naturally, confidently, and without fear of forgetting. Remember, real focus comes from meaning. When you care about something, your attention stays. When you don't, your mind escapes instantly. That's why great learners always ask why. They don't want to remember words. They want to remember wisdom. That's the difference. Understanding is the bridge between information and transformation. It's what turns random words into skill, effort into confidence, and practice into mastery. So don't just study to pass a test. Study to understand life better. That's the mindset that makes you unstoppable in everything you do. Tip 7. Practice regularly. You've learned calmness, presence, simplicity, and understanding. But none of it matters without one thing: daily repetition. You can't train your brain once and expect lifelong results. Focus is built through habit. Every day you repeat, you grow stronger. Your brain isn't a computer, it's a muscle. It doesn't upgrade with knowledge alone. It upgrades with repetition, time, and consistent action. Think of a musician. He doesn't become great by playing 10 hours once. He becomes great by practicing 30 minutes every single day. Repetition creates memory. Daily effort builds skill. Small steps build momentum. That's how any professional or fluent speaker becomes who they are. Every time you practice, you send your brain one message: this matters, keep improving. And your brain listens. It rewires itself automatically. Even 15 focused minutes a day are enough. Consistency beats intensity. Regular practice is what makes success feel natural and permanent. Without daily effort, everything fades. You forget. You lose energy. You feel stuck. Not because you failed, but because you stopped training. Motivation starts the journey. Routine finishes it. That's how you turn effort into identity, by showing up again and again, no matter what. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present every day. 10 minutes with focus beats 2 hours with distraction. Build a simple daily ritual. Same time, same space, one goal. No multitasking. No phone. Make it small enough that you can't skip it. When you do something daily, it becomes part of you. You no longer think about it. Your brain and body do it automatically. That's the power of habit. It carries you when motivation fades. It builds discipline quietly until success feels effortless. So instead of saying, "I'll do it tomorrow," say, "I'll do it now, even for 5 minutes." That's how you create lasting transformation. Repetition trains your focus, your memory, your confidence, and your discipline all at once. It's the hidden secret behind every powerful mind. Remember this truth: you don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your daily habits. That's why greatness doesn't come from big goals. It comes from small daily choices repeated again and again with quiet determination. So practice regularly. Breathe deeply before you begin. Focus on one goal. Understand instead of memorizing. Remove distractions. Live in the present. If you repeat these simple steps daily, you'll feel your focus, your learning, and your confidence grow naturally without forcing anything. You'll stop needing motivation because habit will carry you forward. Your brain will trust you again. Your energy will return stronger each day. And one day, you'll look back and realize you built the life you once dreamed of, quietly, consistently, and fully focused. You've reached the end of this lesson, and that means something powerful. You stayed, you listened, you focused, you chose growth over distraction. Most people quit halfway. They let noise win, but not you. You're still here because something inside you knows you can change. You've learned that focus isn't magic. It's a skill. You train it daily through calmness, presence, clarity, and small, consistent effort. You've learned that distractions steal your time, not your talent. That understanding builds strength, and daily repetition builds unstoppable momentum. This isn't just about studying English. It's about training your brain to think clearly, live purposefully, and move with real intention every day. Focus isn't about saying yes to everything. It's about learning to say no to noise, to pressure, to things that don't truly matter. When you start protecting your attention, life begins to change. You finish tasks faster. You speak more confidently. You feel proud of yourself again. You stop chasing perfection and start trusting progress. You stop doubting yourself and start believing in your quiet daily effort. That's real success. A focused mind gives you peace. It brings control back into your hands. It reminds you that you are stronger than every distraction around you. Every time you sit down, breathe, and focus on one clear goal, you're shaping the person you're becoming. Calm, capable, and confident. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep showing up. That's the hidden truth behind all success stories in the world. The student who studies every day for 15 minutes will always beat the one who studies hard once and disappears for a week. The worker who stays calm and focused will always outgrow the one who chases 10 tasks without finishing any. It's always about focus. So ask yourself today, where is my attention going? What one thing deserves my full energy right now? That's how powerful people think. Your mind is your most valuable space. Don't fill it with chaos. Fill it with purpose, gratitude and discipline that makes you proud. Even one small step today is progress. Even one calm minute before work builds control. Even one completed task grows your self-respect deeply. You already have everything you need inside you: a powerful brain, a capable body, and the ability to choose what to focus on. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time never arrives. Start with what you have, where you are, and who you are now. Remember, focus is not pressure. It's peace. It's learning to slow down, think clearly, and direct your full energy toward what truly matters. Each focused day becomes a brick. Each week becomes a wall. And before you know it, you've built a foundation strong enough to last forever. So take 1 minute right now. Breathe deeply. Think of one small goal you'll finish today. Just one. Then go and do it completely. That's how you train your mind. That's how you create results. That's how you become someone who acts instead of only plans. Your future doesn't need another dream. It needs your daily focus. The more you practice, the more your brain learns to trust you. Every calm breath, every focused minute, every completed task becomes a vote for the person you want to be tomorrow. Keep collecting those votes. Keep showing up. Keep practicing. Because one day, focus won't feel like effort. It will feel like freedom. This is how you build a focused life. Calm mind, present heart, quiet space, clear goals, and a habit of finishing what you start. And yes, you can apply this to everything: studying English, improving work, building relationships, or simply living more peacefully each day. Focus is not just for success. It's for happiness. It's for clarity. It's for finally feeling alive inside your own life again. Now, I want you to take one more deep breath. Feel the silence inside. That's the sound of your real power returning. It's not in your phone. It's not in other people. It's right there, in your calm, quiet, clear, focused mind. You don't need a new life. You just need new attention. Give your focus to what truly matters, and everything else will start aligning. You've learned that focus is a muscle, not magic. You've learned that calmness and consistency are your greatest tools for success. You've learned that understanding beats memorization, and daily practice beats motivation every single time. That's how real transformation begins. Now, it's your turn to act. Don't just close this video and forget. Take what you learned and practice it right after watching. Before you study, work, or even rest, take one small action that says, "I'm focused." That one move changes everything from today forward. Because the real difference between dreamers and doers is simple. Dreamers wait, doers focus. And you've already chosen your side by staying here. If this message gave you even one clear moment of truth, one small reminder of strength, one spark of focus, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs it. Someone who feels lost, distracted, or tired of starting over. This might be the reminder they need most. Subscribe to English Avenue and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next step of your journey toward a focused, confident mind. Because this channel isn't just about English, it's about helping you learn faster, think deeper, and live clearer through the power of your mind. So comment below one simple sentence: I'm ready to focus. Write it to make it real. Write it to tell your brain you've decided. Remember, change doesn't happen someday. It happens today. It starts with your attention, your focus, and your choice to keep showing up. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time, right here, ready to build the future you deserve. Keep practicing calmness. Keep protecting your focus. Keep finishing what you start. And soon, you'll live a life filled with clarity and peace. Thank you for watching and growing with us. Stay present, stay strong, and remember, your focus is your freedom.